Well, hey, howdy, hi. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by to join me today. I really do appreciate it. My name is Ellie, and I'm a witch, and this over here is my teaching assistant, Andy, and today is Sunday, and on my channel that means it is Legends and Lore. Today's Legends and Lore video is about mermaids and sirens. This week I have mainly short videos, so I'm just going to jump into talking about this topic. The mermaids, merman, and merfolk all describe half-human, half-fish creatures. For today, I'll be talking about mermaids, which are half fish, half women, because they are most spoken about in mythology and literature. However, I think it is important to mention mermen, half fish, half men, and merfolk, half fish, half human, as they are mentioned in different situations and incidents. Some cultures and languages use some version of siren to denote both sirens and mermaids. Mermaids have been sighted all over the planet and with consistency. Some people believe that manatees being misidentified led to the mermaid legends, but mermaids have been sighted where manatees don't live, so clearly that's not accurate. In Rome and Greece, they called mermaids gorgons. Even in modern Greek, the word gorgon represents mermaids. Many people think of a snake body and hair of snakes when they think of a gorgon because of Medusa, but a gorgon is simply half human, half fish. Mesopotamian artwork shows depictions of mermaids. These were called kalu, literally translating to fish woman. The new Assyrians depicted them in art as a type of protective figure. In Germany, their first mentions in literature were more akin to swan maidens, which is actually the argument that the brothers Grimm made. However, they also make an appearance in the epic Rabenschlatt, in which they are called Undine. Going to Britain, they were seen in folklore as unlucky omens, omens of disaster through foretelling or through provoking. Scottish mythology calls them Siegs, which is a freshwater mermaid. Hailing from the Isle of Man, this version of a mermaid is nicer to humans than other iterations. Irish lore called them Liban, and that was a type of mermaid that was human but could transform into a mermaid. Now in Eastern Europe, there were no mermaids. In Slavic, they call them Rusalka, which were the counterparts of sirens or naiads from Greece. In the Eastern Slavic epic Sadko, the title character lives for a time in the underwater court with the sea czar and ends up marrying his daughter. Sea people are included in several stories in 1001 Nights. The difference between these sea peoples and other versions is that these sea people were known to lay with land people. The underwater community was seen as an inverted reflection of the land community, and so that they followed some kind of primitive communism where concepts like money or clothes don't exist. Mermaids were not just in stories or random sightings by sailors, they showed up in sideshows. The most famous of which was the Fiji Mermaid, which debuted in London in 1982 by P.T. Barnum. Several other mermaids, though, were created and displayed throughout history all over the world. Most were stitched together from fish and monkey parts. Other shows, however, had human women impersonate mermaids. Some performed in the 1939 New York World's Fair. Moving on to sirens. So sirens today are seen as seductive mermaid-like creatures that lure men in with their songs. That is not how they were originally described, though. Through history, different cultures have described them differently, but the one constant is the song they sing. Though the seductive aspect is different, people think the songs are about physical desires, but the origins described it more as a call of adventure. These creatures were children of deities and gods, but they weren't human or fish. Instead, they were part human, part bird. We see this version in the Odyssey being human but winged. Although it is said that their song causes hallucinations, which doesn't allow people to see what they actually look like. This is not the only mention of sirens in Greek mythology, though. Seen as children of some gods, of course, but notably as handmaidens to Persephone before she was kidnapped to the underworld. In Rome, Pliny the Elder discounted the stories, saying they were merely that. However, he did say he knew of creatures in India that would sing and charm men, lure them to sleep, and then tear them to pieces, though he did not name what the creatures were. They are mentioned also in the Book of Enoch, an ancient Jewish text, and they had the belief that women who were led astray by fallen angels became sirens. When paganism began to be overshadowed by Christianity, the belief in sirens also translated into Christian belief. And that is all that I have for you today. Like I said, super short videos. I think tomorrow is probably just about as short, but tomorrow I will be talking about the domestication of cats, and then on Tuesday I will be talking about the Alford plea. Next week, I will be skipping the Legends and Lore upload. I'm not totally sure what I'm going to be talking about for Monday or Tuesday yet, though. Some exciting news, though. So originally, before I started doing YouTube, I would stream on Twitch and I would talk about whatever true crime case. I think I mainly stuck to true crime cases at that time, but I would exclusively stream it on Twitch, and I want to go back to streaming, but I'm going to stream video games. I am not incredible at video games, I will give everybody that heads up now, but I am going to be starting with one that's not really a video game. It is Moshi Monsters, the new version, which is Moshi Monsters Online. It is a little bit more niche. I think there's like 8,000 members for the newer version, and I know that the fan base was more in Europe when it had originally come out, and I'm not sure about now, but I think that would just be fun to kind of play that again. But I also want to replay both Little Nightmares, The Last Campfire, Stray, I want to play that one, and just kind of have fun. So yeah, I think that I'm going to do that either next Wednesday or next Thursday. And I don't know if that'll be a weekly thing or just an every once in a while kind of thing, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun if y'all want to check that out. I know I'm going to be streaming on Twitch. It is Ellie the Witch 21 there. I might also stream it on TikTok and YouTube. Not entirely sure about that one yet though. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.